Second. All those in favour say aye. Against? That's carried. And now we move to item 4, which is the public forum. And I'd like to invite Nick Williams to the table. Nick, thank you for joining us this morning. And under the public forum, you've got 5 minutes to address the committee. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair, Mayor, Councillors, everyone. The reason why I'm here is we all know the Canterbury Multi-Use Stadium will be built and a great asset for the city. It will house a number of events throughout the year, and what I am proposing is a tourist attraction which would be incorporated into the outside design of the stadium, which will make the stadium a draw card outside of planned events. Now, just to tell you a little bit more about what I'm proposing. I have a licensing agreement with the SWEB in Rotorua. What I can do is show you a photo here of the SWEB. So essentially what it is a dual monorail track with suspended cycle pods travelling up to 50 kilometres an hour. Instead of riding upright, you're actually lying down and pedalling. It's a mixture of manual and electric power over a 200-metre course. It was opened in 2007 by John Key in Rotorua and has since had over 300,000 rides. Currently it costs over $50 to experience, so 300,000 times $50 is 15 million in revenue. And I actually think the same concept here in the heart of Christchurch could do actually better, because where it is in Rotorua is located on the outskirts. So Boris Johnson, the current UK Prime Minister, was proposing a concept similar to this called The Fly outside the Olympic Stadium in London when he was the Mayor of London in 2011. So I also happen to have another licensing agreement with Skyride Technologies, which have a prototype track in the US. They have several products, but I'd like to add the Sky Chaser to the multi-use arena. So essentially what the Sky Chaser is you are suspended in a harness and lie horizontally and have an electric throttle. So essentially you ride like Superman at over 50 kilometres an hour. I actually think the Sky Chaser would be more popular than the SWEB and would generate just as much in its own right. So I'm actually proposing 2 monorail tracks, one for the SWEB and another for the Sky Chaser, which would have a few dips and turns and allow for side-to-side movement for guest experience. So this tourist attraction would be safe, fun, fast, quiet, cheaper than bungee jumping and competitive, as you can race against each other and would be a major draw card. Now, with all due respect to the tram and punting on the Avon, which is sedentary, these 2 attractions would be a little bit more high octane and get the blood pumping, so to speak. Like if you take Auckland, for example, they've got, with the Harbour Bridge, they've got a number of thrill-seeking attractions, and as does the Sky Tower, but Christchurch doesn't have something like this close to the heart of the city. So what I would like to propose is a cantilever system that it be adopted, whereby steel beams jut out at regular intervals around the outside of the stadium. These would be engineered in a way so that they would have adequate load-bearing capabilities. So essentially, 2 monorail tracks would be suspended off these steel beams with a Sky Chaser on top and the SWEB underneath. A start-finish platform would need to be erected so that this could be positioned close to a toilet block, and a possible cafe snack bar could be located in close proximity as well. So if the council were to give the green light, what I would like to do is to speak to the stadium's structural engineer and architect to work out costs and in turn put forward a solid business plan, together outlining all indicative costs because I feel this could be a great attraction for the city, and potentially Christchurch City Council could have a financial stake in this. Thank you for your time, and if there's any questions.
All right, so you've left a very short time for questions. James, you've indicated already that you've got a question.
Yes, kia ora, Nick, and congratulations. And where have you been all of our lives? It's a great idea.
Oh, so you'd like a little bit of a rundown about my experience? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Look, thanks very much indeed for the presentation and for showing us those visuals this morning. And I mean, yeah, certainly your description of, you know, riding like Superman is definitely very different than anything that you could do on the tram or the punting. I mean, your idea obviously is that this could be integrated with the build of the stadium.
Yes.
I think what we should do is refer this to our staff, first of all to look at that suggestion, but also to look at what other possibilities there might be for the kind of thing that you're talking about as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, we have just given you the 5 minutes this morning, but it's certainly something that we can refer to our staff to see whether this is able to be integrated or added into, you know, maybe the stadium or maybe other things that are possibilities that could happen in the future.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much indeed for your time coming along this morning. Thank you. And we can just refer that to staff in that way. There's no need for us to pass a resolution to do so or anything. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. All right, so now moving on to item 5, deputations by appointment. There are none. Presentation of petitions, item 6, there are none.